Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are once again taking a look at Orion protocol, ticker ORN. And I want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto or anywhere for that matter. Now, I also want to mention the Telegram chat that I have going on. People are constantly joining in, sharing great brand new projects with high potential, guys. So make sure to join in, not to miss out, and sharing tips and just talking to each other in general. So great place to be while you're in this great ecosystem of crypto. So starting on the weekly chart, you can see that I've put out the fib retracement from this swing low to swing high. As you can see, we have been in this constant impulsive wave since December all the way up to the end of March. We peaked out at almost $30 and started coming back down, and we bounced off the 20 EMA perfectly, which is a very healthy move. And as you can see right now, we are stuck on this 0.5 level, which has the most amount of resistance, not amount, but has the most resistance. So this is usually when the bears and the bulls are fighting. But once we get through that, we're gonna start climbing through the fib levels a lot more easy. So keep that in mind. So ideally, we want to come up above the 0.5 and solidify the candlestick above the 0.5 or even the 0.382 level, which would be great. And then we could retest it back as support and start climbing organically through the fib levels. That's what we want to see jumping into the daily chart. So as you can see on the daily chart, we are in this sort of channel to the upside, which is a bearish continuation. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. This is a bearish continuation, but it's not 100% and it doesn't always play out that way. But usually what happens is we tend to roll over after we are in this channel for a certain amount of time. So we are going to come back down perhaps and retest these two support levels that I have given you. And I do think that we need to roll over once again and then start moving up. And I'll give you a couple more indicators why I think that's going to happen. And I'm not saying that it will, but that would be healthy for the project. But if it doesn't and it keeps on going, it's great. I would enjoy to see that. But as you can see on the MACD, we are pushing for that bearish cross. So perhaps what we want to do is form that bearish cross on the MACD and then go up for that bullish cross. This may take a week or so, but that would be healthy because we are going to roll over, consolidate for a bit in this range between $16 and $14, and then we're going to start moving up. So on the daily, we are in this channel up, and do target this, draw this out on your charts. And as you can see, we are still, right now we are actually above the 55 EMA, which is great. I'm going to be honest with you. We are pulling that 20 EMA to cross that 55 EMA. So these are the two exponential moving averages that I use, and I recommend using these guys because these are great. So 55 and 20 EMAs, if you don't know how to set them up, technical indicators over here, type in exponential moving averages, set them up, then you have these two cogs over here. You need to have two of them. Press on the cog, you can choose whatever color you want, and you can choose the length. So pick the length to 20 and 55. So mine, 20 is the yellow one and 55 is the red one. So these show you the average pricing on a certain period of time. Basically, that's one way to explain it. So on the RSI, we are sitting smack bang in the middle on the 50 mark. So what we could do right now is we could invalidate this channel up by bringing that 20 EMA to the upside and pushing the price up out of this channel. So the only way we would invalidate this channel up is by breaking this resistance line, retesting it as support, and then climbing back up. So we would invalidate this entire structure, and that would be great, guys. So I obviously want this project to do well, but I don't want any parabolic moves because you see what happens. We just roll over, the EMA gets overextended. Look at that gap between the EMAs. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to know that we're going to roll over here. Look at that. You failed to hold the 20 EMA as support. then you break down below the 55 EMA, and there is the bearish cross. So yeah, keep that in mind, and let's jump into the 4-hourly chart. So I am also going to give you these breakdown levels, guys, potentially. So like I said in the previous video that I've made on Orion, and do check it out, it's going to be in the top right corner of the video. We have made this bearish cross on the 4-hourly, and I said that that's something that we can expect, and we did roll over, and we got back to this support line over here at $14.50. We got a bit lower than that, but if you had a buy-in order at this level, you would be in profit already. But as you can see, this is great for swing trading. You buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. I know it sounds easy on words, but once you feel the market, you can time it pretty well. But of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum are two big dogs that can have a massive effect on the market of the alts. So we can have a bullish pattern for the project, but Bitcoin shits the bed and we just dump. So that's one thing that could happen. But I always target these double bottoms over here. As you can see, we made that double bottom, and this initiated this little move to the upside. But now what we can see is we might bounce off this channel support line over here, and that will be somewhere around $15. That is still a possibility. Failing that, we might even come down lower and test this $14.50 price range. So keep that in mind as well. But like I said, if we do start on going up and continuing with this movement to the upside, and we break this resistance line, retest it as support, and then start climbing up and take out this high at $19.21, that would be great. But as you can see, we also have this strong resistance at $17.55 or 56 cents. As you can see, we failed to get through it once, twice, and now 3 times. We got rejected hard the last time we got there. So you have to keep that in mind. So what could potentially happen, and this plays ideally with this channel resistance line, is we can come back down, retest this, come back up. This will be a strong level of resistance, and that will reject us back down to the bottom of the channel, or perhaps even lower, and we're going to retest this $13.85 mark. So keep that in mind. That is something that I'm targeting as well. Also, we are making higher highs, which is great. It is amazing to see, and higher lows. That is great. But like I said, we might be looking at a down movement for a bit for Orion protocol. One thing I also want to mention, guys, is we seem to have made a double top. So one top here, one top here. If we fail to hold the neckline over here, which is around $15.41, then we would see a move to the downside as well. So you could have that on your chart as well. If we break down below that, you can buy back in at these 2 support lines. So keep that in mind. Another thing that might be possible as well is we can start coming up right now, and we get rejected off of this $16.36 price range, and then we go back down as well. And this is confluent to the fact that we have this channel up, as I've been mentioning. So, a lot of indicators pointing towards the move to the downside. We have made the bearish cross on the MACD, but the RSI seems to be moving up as well. We could see a little move to the downside if this plays out, and then we reset our indicators, and then we start moving up and breaking those strong resistance lines. So another thing, like I said, we could come up here, get rejected, and form that head and shoulders pattern. So all of these things are playing into the fact that we might be pushed down a bit by the price. Not by the price, but by the bears, guys. So look for these indicators, draw this out on your chart. But like I said, if we keep on moving up, great. We just have to break this resistance line, retest it as support, $17.56, and then march on to take out this $19.21. So that's what we're seeing right now. And I also want to throw the fib up as well, because that is very important to see, and we're going to throw that up in a second. So as you can see, the 0.5 level falls down perfectly on my $16.36 price resistance line over here. So it is really hard to get through that zone. But if we do, and we break through the 0.618, then we're actually gonna move much faster, believe it or not, because once we take out these two bad boys, 0.5 and the 0.618, we are gonna break that high of $19.21. And after that, we might be looking at a price of $21.49. So keep all those things in mind. If we fail and come back down, we can come back and retest the 0.236 level, guys, and that would be at $14.90. So I gave you a lot of targets right now, and you have to have them on your charts basically. That way you can follow these videos a lot more easier. But yeah, like I said, potentially we are going to see a move to the downside because Bitcoin is a bit shaky right now, but it seems to be recovering very well. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know if I missed out anything on the charts, and let me know if you are involved in Orion protocol. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support, guys. Really, it is incredible. I didn't expect to get this much of support from the community, guys. So we are building a great little community in our Telegram chat. So make sure to go and join in. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.